So, you've got a business, a brand, maybe just a big idea you want to get out into the world. There's one question that trumps almost everything else. When someone out there is looking for what you offer, can they actually find you? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on search engine optimization, or SEO, and show you exactly how the winners are found online and how you can too.
But before we get into all the nitty-gritty details, let's start with something we've all experienced. This will really help us understand why this all matters so much. Seriously, think about it for a second. You type something into Google, how often do you really scroll past those first few results? I mean, when was the last time you clicked over to page 2? Yeah, my guess is not very often. And you're definitely not alone. That simple habit is the entire reason this whole game of SEO even exists.
And it turns out, our collective habit creates this absolutely brutal competition. Just look at the data. It shows the sheer power of that #1 spot. The very first organic result on Google gets a staggering 28.5% of all the clicks. By the time you get down to just the third result, that number has already plummeted. It is a fierce winner-take-all battle for the top.
So, here's the bottom line, the crucial point. For any business, if you're not on that first page, and really, if you're not in those top few spots, you are effectively invisible to a huge audience of people who are right now actively looking for what you do.
Okay, so how do we solve this invisibility problem? Well, the answer isn't some secret magic trick. It lies in a clear, proven strategy, what we call the SEO blueprint.
At its heart, SEO is simply the process of making your website more attractive to search engines like Google. Now, this isn't about tricking the system. It's about understanding what search engines and, more importantly, what users are looking for, and then just delivering that better than anyone else. Now, the whole world of SEO can feel kind of overwhelming, right? But to make it a lot easier, you can break the entire thing down into 3 core pillars. If you can get a handle on these, you're well on your way to climbing those ranks. They each play a really different but equally important role. So first, you've got on-page SEO. Think of this as everything you can control directly on your own website. We're talking about the quality of your content, the keywords you're targeting, your page titles. It's all about getting your own house in order. Off-page SEO, on the other hand, is all about your reputation across the rest of the web. This is built when other reputable sites link back to you, which basically acts like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. And that brings us to the third pillar, technical SEO. And honestly, this is the foundation that everything else is built on. If a search engine can't even crawl or understand your site properly, or if it's super slow and doesn't work on a phone, well, all that great content and all those backlinks won't matter one bit. The foundation has to be solid. Okay, so that's the what and the how. But let's get to the best part, the why. Why should any business pour time and effort into this? Let's talk about the real, tangible, business-changing results you get from a great SEO strategy. The first big win is traffic. And we're not talking about just any traffic. Organic search drives around 53% of all website traffic. That's more than half. And these aren't just random visitors. These are people with a real problem or question, and they're actively searching for the solution you can provide. It's incredibly high-intent traffic. The second big win is all about trust. This is fascinating. Studies show that somewhere between 70 to 80% of us completely ignore the paid ads at the top of the search results. We've all been conditioned to instinctively trust the organic results more. So, just by showing up there, your brand gets an instant credibility boost. So how do you actually build that trust in Google's eyes? Well, they have this pretty simple-sounding framework called EAT. It stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Really, your entire SEO strategy is basically one big, long-term project to prove to Google and to your audience that you are the credible go-to expert in your field. Next up, return on investment. Think about it. With paid ads, the second you stop paying, the traffic stops. Poof, it's gone. SEO is the exact opposite. The work you do today continues to pay off for months and even years down the line. A single high-ranking article can bring in a steady stream of traffic and customers for ages. You know, one of the biggest misconceptions about SEO is that it's all about pleasing some Google algorithm, but that's just not true anymore. To rank high, Google demands that your site is fast, easy to navigate, and mobile-friendly. So when you're optimizing for Google, you're actually creating a much better, more enjoyable experience for your real human customers. And when you put it all together, the traffic, the trust, the long-term results, the final win becomes crystal clear, a massive competitive advantage. If your potential customers are finding you before they ever find your competitors, you are directly capturing market share and cementing your business as the leader in your space.
So let's bring this all home and reframe how we should be thinking about what SEO really is. This is not just another item to tick off on some marketing checklist.
If there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. SEO has evolved. It's no longer just a marketing tactic. It is a fundamental, strategic necessity for any business that wants sustainable growth. It touches everything: your brand's credibility, your customer's experience, and yes, your bottom line.
So, I'll leave you with a simple question to think about. In today's digital world, it's not enough to just have a website and exist online. You have to be discoverable. You have to be findable. So, is your business truly built to be found?